Right.
Yeah. And I play and I was always fascinated with the idea that I get to be so many other people. I think that always has been fascinating for me, that this particular profession lets me be anybody in the world for like few seconds. I think that's always been fascinating. I don't know, since a child I think I've always been thinking about that. So I was like, okay, acting to karna hai. Ab kya? Like, how to learn this? Do I put myself through a school? Now, I come from a schooling of 5 years of architecture. I said, no, I cannot put myself through a system right now. I'm not ready for it. That's something that I was so sure that let me be my own, like, I'll find teachers. I'll find multiple teachers who are actually going to teach me, not that, okay, I go to a place and my teacher is already decided. I don't even know if is this teacher going to like tell you something. So I said, okay, schooling is not happening. Film school is not happening. पैसे तो वैसे भी नहीं है. Like, पापा तो नहीं देंगे. Like, that is for sure. Like, so I'm like, what is the option? Do it by yourself. Learn the process.
One of the reasons I never went to film school, because I knew my dad wouldn't pay for it and I couldn't afford to.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't kya? Like, maybe my dad would, but I'm not in a place to ask
where
him.
you can ask him. Correct. Even in my case, maybe if I could have convinced him, he may have paid for it.
He must have done something. If I said, nahi, yahi karna hai, like, this is what I want to do in my... Maybe yes, but I never asked him. I think I just couldn't. And so
but I can tell you, you did the right thing. I think theatre is a better place to learn acting than acting school. I can tell you that from my perspective.
Yeah.
My perspective is... I think it's difficult to teach acting as a course. I think it's difficult. I don't know how it's done. I think I can only imagining it being difficult because it's a process, you know.
Yeah, it's not math, you know. Like, it's not 1 + 1 equal to 2.
Yeah.
You're figuring out how the equal sign will be.
Right.
How long should it be?
Right.
Like, there is so much. Like, what is the distance between both of the lines? Like, there is so much.
Right.
I think it's...
Right.
I think,
when, from what I know, again, I haven't studied it, right? I don't know how it's taught, but getting to work in a play, you learn so much about it. And if the director is good, if the director directing you is good, there's so much you can learn from how you interact in terms of... I didn't like theatre when I was young. I just found it too irritating because it's so much work. You got to go rehearse again and again and again and again and again. And the worst part, the thing that I didn't like about theatre the most was these insane creative exercises that they give you, right? Where you do weird shit, which I get the import of it. I get why it's done, and I think
so funny to hear from you. Yeah.
I'm sure it is useful, right? But I used to find it. See, you have to understand, I was a very angry, rebellious young guy who'd been beaten up by his dad for most of his life. So I was one of those. I don't give a shit. I was one of the, like a Pomeranian, you know, just about to bite. So then you find this kid and you make him do all these random creative exercises where you have to, you know, yell in different levels and walk around the room like, you know, you're a bear or some shit. You know, they give all these, you know, trust exercises. And I'm like, dude, this is just, what the heck? This is stupid. What is going on here? You know? And so I didn't do theatre for too long. But in hindsight, even the little experience that I had, that one good play that I was a part of, and even this crazy pantomime that I was a part of, I think it has helped me gauge acting and actors, and that's helped me in my work as a director, I feel. Though it was very little, even that little bit has helped me, and I can always make out the difference between actors who've come from theatre and who have not.
Okay.
There's so much more nuanced, you know, there's so much more understanding. Like you, I did not know you've done only one play. You're a natural. Like when I worked with you, I knew I could trust you. Some actors, you know, you can trust. You know, you know, you can get them to do certain things because they have the potential. Other actors, I try one take and then I'm like, okay, this will not happen. Then I figure out what I can do with him.
Right.
You know, you cannot make someone a different actor or a better actor on the spot.
Right.
That's why most
so
directors...
it becomes like a compromise.
That's why most directors are bald and I'm not, because after 2 takes, I know what you can or cannot do, right, as an actor. And I will not force you to do something that you cannot do. Definitely not in that moment, not in that second. Yeah. You're not equipped,
so many decisions to make, right? Yeah.
Right? So then I say, okay, if this is what he thinks he or she is able to do, then maybe if I tried this, it might work in the shot. I have to change. I change my approach, which is why I'm a less frustrated director.
Yeah.
You know, when I see the shortcomings on set, whether it's the camera or the lights or the actor, I immediately shift the way I'm approaching the shot. You know, and that. But with you, like you're one of those actors, you and Sumit, who
Sumit,
again, I know
yeah.
you through Sumit, right? Both of you, because of your background in theatre, I suppose, because of
Yeah.
the passion you guys have for acting and maybe the approach and the study you've put in, I know that, okay, these are actors. These are people who know acting, where I can work with and maybe, get a good shot, get a good frame, capture a moment. That's what I want as a
So much
director, to
fun.
just capture the moment.
Yeah.
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು